So, this is the review. This is my take of the iPhone 7 battery case after 13 months. Now, I use this battery case with my iPhone 8. I used it with the iPhone 7 when I had it, but after a while, I got an iPhone 8. Of course, I got it used. And with the iPhone 8, I used it with this iPhone 7 battery case. It worked well. As it approached the 12-month mark, it started to wear out where the volume silence buttons are. And eventually it just came off. Now, I would occasionally take my phone out of the case, and I would usually just have my phone in a pocket, so it was never really in any spot where it could get roughed up. But it did wear out in this area, and it essentially just came off. This feels like some kind of rubber, polymer, whatever thing you got going on with that. And as it's approaching the 13th month, it started to have issue on the other side with the sleep-wake power button area, where that's going part over there. So I assume this area right here where it's just the rubber polymer, that's eventually going to come off, and it'll be just like the other side. So that's the physical issues, well, cosmetic issues with it. The physical issues I had in terms of the actual tech is when I have this attached to the phone, it doesn't charge. And it doesn't charge the phone at all. It looks like it according to the screen that's charging, but it doesn't charge. The battery's just drained. I actually have to plug this in separately and wait for the light to appear to know if it's charged or if it's full. That's what I have to do every time. That's what happened about the 1 year mark. So I can't charge my phone and the case at the same time. It's just not going to charge. And I've tried different cables as well, just in case something was going on with the sync cable. So I have to charge it separately from the phone. And I like to keep my phone in the case, and I want to switch between cases, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Like either charge the phone and then stick it in the case, or stick this in the case, or charge the case while I'm using the phone just out there with no protection, no covering on it. So yeah, that's the issue I've been having since the 12-month period. Now, will I get another case? I'm gonna let this one wear out in terms of at least this other side, because eventually I may want to get an iPhone 10R, which is gonna have battery life, and maybe get the case for that as well. I mean, no guarantees, but I do like the fact that it has the new type of HDR on the iPhone 10R. I forget what they call that HDR, but it is better than what I have on the iPhone 8. And since I use my iPhone for making videos, whether it's voiceover or these actual products or things on my Iceberg gym channel, it's good to have that. So they have a better HDR compared to this iPhone 8. So I think that'll be my next move. Even though you say, hey, why not jump to 11 or 12 with that new smart HDR as well, which is on the iPhone 10R, and get the better resolution on the front camera. But hey, we'll see better in the future. I mean, I get used phones, but I think my next step could possibly be the 10R. But yeah, this video's about this case. It was cool for about a year. This thing cost $78, and the manufacturer at warranty, when you get this kind of thing, even though I got it from Amazon, is only good for 1 year. So I was out of time, but it wore out. I don't know how or why it wore out, because this was usually just going in my pocket or put down somewhere. It was never really exposed to much. Or sometimes it could be out, but it'd be on something either like a soft, like a seat or a table, but it was never any rough conditions. And I've And while I had this case, I never dropped my phone on any kind of concrete or hard surface or anything. So I don't know. It just wore out. I mean, this is a place where I, touch to do different things. I would touch the volume up and down, and obviously this is sleep wake. So maybe it just wore out because of that. So yeah, this thing wore out. I have charging issues where I have to charge it separately because I can't charge it at the same time as my phone because when I plug it in, both things don't charge. So yeah, that's my issues after 13 months. So yeah, this case was good for a year, and then it just went kaput. Blew up. Well, not blew up, but it's not up to par. But I'm gonna, just use it for a while, rock it, keep charging it separately, and I highly doubt I'll get another one for this iPhone 8. I think I want to move on to the 10R and that full adjusted-based navigation and step up to be a little bit more modern, if you will, in terms of iPhone. And, the Smart HDR on the front camera is selling point, even though there's no increase in, resolution. I mean, I could get the SC, but I don't think they have a smart battery case for that. Or I'll probably have to use the same kind of iPhone 8 smart battery case if I wanted to get the iPhone SE, the 2020 version of it. Or even go for an iPhone 12 mini, which should be, I guess, a little more expensive, but I don't think I want to go that route. So I guess it's the 10R or the SE 2020. Kind of a tough decision, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the verdict. Case is good for a year, and then cosmetic issues and issues with the charging. So that's my take. You can expect to work good for a year, and then who knows what things will wear down, and obviously I got that charging issue, which who knows, could happen to anybody. I don't know, but yeah, that's my take. That's my comeback. 13 months later, that's the review. That's the verdict. 13 months later, it just didn't hold up, but it was good for when it was good. That's the take. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.